I know, sis. Sometimes it gets a little rough out in these streets when it comes to pushing them coins together to stay fly and slay. But you shouldn't have to sacrifice meals to buy a new dress. And if you have a really great budget, you don't have to. I'm going to be sharing with you today 5 pro style tips of how you can refresh your wardrobe and be stylish on a budget. Now, let's be clear. I did not title this 5 pro styling tips because I came up with something from ChatGPT. Real talk, these are tried and true techniques, tips, and strategies that I actually use with my styling clients and my personal branding clients. So you're about to get like the real deal. Like, I even pulled out some of my digital products that I use with my clients to help them with shopping on a budget and making sure that they maintain an amazing wardrobe that they can feel proud of and slay anytime, even when the budget gets a little tight. If you want to hear more about my favorite tips and strategies that I share with my actual clients on how to slay year-round without breaking the bank, and if you love the content that you're getting here on this channel at Slay by Shay All Day, go ahead and take just a quick moment to subscribe, like this video if you like it, only if you like it, and comment. I'll tell you exactly what I'd love to hear you comment about towards the end, but I love hearing your feedback. It really does give me a lot of fire and a lot of confidence as I continue to create more content for you, and it gives me a lot of direction as to what your needs are. So it's real important that you comment, and equally important that you subscribe if you love it here and that you like the video. Are you ready? Get set, let's slay. Alrighty, Slay Bays, if you are back, welcome back, welcome back. And for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. This channel is designed for busy professional women and seasoned mature women who like to sip that content tea, hunty. Yes, they like to transform, elevate, and attract by way of style, personal branding, and fashion. And so today I've picked a really good topic. So I hope you got your tea. Hold on, let me sip. I hope you got your tea because we got some piping hot tea to serve up for you today. All right. So like I said, I have 5 pro tips that I've shared with my clients and my community for years now. And these are surefire ways to not only slay on a budget when you have to, but slay on a budget because you should. Okay. So that's the first thing we're actually going to talk about. This is not just about, hey, how do I incorporate some cheap ways to get some cute things, right? This is more about how do I have a solid plan in place so that I keep my slay intact no matter what's going on with the economy. And if things get a little tight, with the bank account, then I can still rock great fashion, great style, and feel hella confident in anything that I have to show up for. That's exactly what this is about. Let's go ahead and get started, right? This is what I do day in and day out. So I'm coming to you with professional styling tips and strategies that I know are tried and true. So with that, I can't just jump into these tips and strategies without talking about why, right? The why. Why is it important that we have a budget for shopping? Because I think a lot of us are just like kind of floating out in these streets, just shopping on a whim. And, that can lead to a lot of dysfunction in your wardrobe as well as your wallet. So to prevent that, budgeting is a great structure and a great habit to have for your style and your wardrobe. The reason you want to have a budget is because having a budget really gives you your guardrails. It's going to keep you from overspending. It's going to keep you from spending frivolously and finding so many things in your wardrobe with the tags still on them. Having some sort of restraint and structure is really going to serve you well in the end. And we want to be savvy. We want to be savvy with our coin. Yes, we want to look our best and we want to strut and we want to slay, but don't want to do it at the expense of other things being neglected or with remorse later. Like buyer's remorse is like no bueno, okay? It is very depleting to the soul. So let's not do that. That's why we're here talking about a budget. One of the things that I would tell you is a great thing to put in place or to implant in your mind. And even my clients tell me to this day, clients I've been working with for years are like, I hear you in my head, Shay, talking about CPW. And in those moments when I'm about to make a purchase, I think about CPW. And it is an instant reminder of what I need to do to make the best informed and savvy decision. So what is CPW? CPW is cost per wear. If you're new here, it means basically however much you pay for an item, however many times you wear it is the value that it's brought into your slay life, right? So I'll give you an example. I had a client today, we're working on her photo shoot, and I think I'll put a picture up here of the boots that she sent me. Fire, okay? She sent me a picture of some boots and then she sent me a picture of some mule heels. So we're trying to decide, or she's trying to decide which one she should go with. Now, when I tell you these boots are fire, they fire, okay? They absolutely fire. But, and I'll see if I can screenshot my recommendation to her, but I'm like telling her, hey, I don't know if you're gonna get great CPW out of these boots. To pay this kind of money, and by the way, they were like $490 something, almost $500 for these boots in comparison to the mules, which I think were like $150, somewhere in there. I'll put it up here if I can pull it up. Any hoodles. CPW put into action on this example is, I said, if you can't wear this 10 times this year, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth making the investment, because it would definitely be an investment. I don't care how much disposable income you have or discretionary income you have. It is just wasteful to spend hundreds of dollars on things that you're only going to wear once or twice, right? So what I'm telling her is like, hey, yes, they fire. Okay, you go shut it down, right? No doubt about it. However, you're not going to get a lot of CPW out of this. So basically, again, I'll explain. CPW is, let's say the item is $100. If you wear it 10 times, then the CPW is $10. Whereas if you wear it one time, it's $100, right? So you just multiply or divide, if you will, how many times you wear it versus into how much you paid for it. And that tells you, for me, I need things that are below $50, okay, for it to make sense to me. I need a CPW at minimum for investment purchase of below $50. And if it can't get below $50, then it's not worth it for me. So that's just my take on that. CPW is just one of those little strategies and tools that I use with clients to help them make smart decisions, so that they know that the things in their wardrobe are really valuable and they are worth the precious real estate in their closets. So you might say, okay, Shay, that's a cool tip. I will definitely incorporate that. But talk to me more about this budget thing, right? So if you're setting a budget, there's a couple of things that you really want to consider and think about. And there's some things that you actually want to do before you even set the budget. The first thing is you want to assess your current wardrobe. How can you even come up with an idea of what you need to spend on clothing on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis if you don't even know what you're working with? Because a person who's starting their wardrobe over from scratch is going to have a different budget, or probably should have a different budget, than someone who already has a pretty well-established wardrobe. So with that being said, you're going to go into your wardrobe, you're going to assess it, and assess it means what we've been talking about, closet cleansing, right? Going in there, removing the things that are not serving you, keeping the things that are. And then once you've done that, then you can go through the process of identifying your gaps. What's missing in your closet? What's keeping you from putting together amazing outfits at the drop of a hat, like in 5 minutes? Well, it could be that you don't have enough essential basic staples, or it could be that you don't have any statement pieces. It could be that you don't have any great layering pieces. I don't know. Like, that's something that you would have to assess. And with someone like myself as a style coach or a wardrobe consultant or a stylist, they can help you determined based on what a basic wardrobe, or not basic, because we ain't basic, but what an amazing wardrobe should have in it for, a woman of your particular lifestyle. So once you've identified those gaps, then that's actually going to give you your shopping list, the things that you need to kind of focus on in terms of making your wardrobe more well-rounded, functional, versatile, and a slay sanctuary, somewhere where, quite frankly, you love going to put outfits together and put your cape on for the day. Once you've done the assessment and you've identified your gaps, you create your shopping list. Now you can set your budget. Now, remember, sis, I said I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, right? I've been doing this personal styling, virtual brand style and image coach thing for over 5 years full time. And then I've been doing it for over 15 years on and off. So I have receipts, and I also have a lot of great information and resources that I pass on to my clients and community. And one of them is this worksheet that says, what is your slay budget, right? What is your slay budget? And one of the things I say here is have some stats on what average, women, when they have a budget, what they put aside. And so what it says here is some follow a shopping budget rule of 5% of their take-home income after taxes. So for example, if you make $3,500 a month after taxes, 5% of that is $175 a month. And then that comes up to about $2,100 annually. Okay. Which actually is funny. And I use this as an example because do you know what the average woman spends on her wardrobe? Yeah, it's $2,000. She spends on average $2,000 on her wardrobe. But the kicker is that she's only wearing 20% of it, which that's sad, right? Because that means that all of that money is just sitting in there, taking up precious real estate, not being utilized, not serving anyone. So I digress because I'm passionate about that. But the key is that you could use that 5% budget rule, if you will, as a starting point. If you find that, oh no, I need more than that because maybe I'm in a season of rebuilding my wardrobe, and in order to get it to where I need to go, I need to have more than $175 a month. Cool, right? But otherwise, sticking to the 5% of your take-home income after taxes is a good place to start. And then the last thing I will say here about budgeting is prioritizing is very important as well. So remember I said set your budget based on your income as well as your gap analysis, and then prioritize the things that you need sooner rather than later, right? So you may not need a new designer handbag, or you may not need another pair of jeans to replace your favorites that you have now because they're not totally worn out. They're just on their way, but you can focus on tops instead, right? So prioritize the things that seem to have more of an immediate need, and deprioritize the things that are more wants, right? So knowing the difference between your needs and your wants help you with determining where you should start with the spending that you've budgeted for yourself. And ladies, just like anything, you got to stick to it. I don't care if it's a diet or new lifestyle, fitness, prayer, whatever it is that you've set forth and committed to, you have to stick to it. You need to be consistent in order for it to become a habit. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to know that having a budget does not have to mean sacrificing style. It just means that you are making more strategic choices to lead to a more satisfying and sustainable, versatile wardrobe. Now we're going to get to my 5 pro tips on how to refresh your wardrobe on a budget. So first up, you probably can already guess because I am all about this, which is Capsule Wardrobe Essentials. I can't speak enough about this, but it's so relevant to this topic about budgeting because if you have fully, highly functional and versatile pieces, right? Those essential pieces that I've been talking about for months now, and I will, list them here. If you have them in your closet, then it's going to make it much more simple and effective for you to mix and match pieces in your wardrobe. How that helps your budgeting is because you don't have to have as many pieces in order to come up with amazing outfits. So you probably seen in the challenge video that I did a few weeks back that I turned 10 pieces, okay, not including shoes and handbags, but 10 wardrobe pieces into 20 outfits. So if I can do that with only 10 pieces, imagine what you can do with your entire wardrobe, or at least a dedicated selection or collection within your wardrobe. Right now I have my mastermind, the Slay Society. They're doing a project. We just finished doing our closet cleanses, and I have one Slay sister in there who actually touched and assessed 300 pieces in her wardrobe, and she was able to get them down to just over 100 pieces. How amazing is that? How liberating and empowering that must be for her at this point, because now she can, one, actually see what she has that can serve her and be able to mix and match things more effortlessly, which is why the next thing that we're doing is a capsule wardrobe. So again, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have those timeless, essential pieces in your wardrobe so that you don't have to have so many pieces and spend so much money trying to build out a massive wardrobe. If you think about it, it's really that classic statement of quality over quantity. If you invest in those higher quality pieces because they are in high rotation, then you're going to get more CPW and more bang for your buck and feel better about the quality of the things that you're wearing on a day-to-day basis. And I really have to stress this. There are certain pieces that I personally focus on when it comes to my essentials, as well as the things that I'm going to actually spend more for quality. These are things, when I say high rotation, such as a great pair of leather pumps. It may be a handbag, a trench coat, those things that I'm going to wear over and over again that have timeless style and elegance to them, but they're going to be my wardrobe workhorses. They're going to be the ones that I get mad CPW out of. So it makes sense for me to spend that extra dollar on them because they're going to last me much longer. I find that when we sacrifice quality, we end up in the long run spending way more money. So again, capsule wardrobe essentials can really be a great contributor to being stylish on a budget. Okay, so I have to remember to hold this up because I'm always clipping it. And so when I'm holding it, I have to remember to hold it up. Like I had done a whole clip and I had it on my lap. Anywho, I digress. Number 2 is thrift stores and online resale shops. So this is another trick for keeping the budget intact. So let's talk about thrifting first. Thrifting is so amazing. I love thrifting because you can find some incredible finds, not only funky things that have those timeless details and that have great quality, by the way, because a lot of these things are from back in the day, 70s, 80s, and they just were well constructed. Much more quality were put into garments back in the day than they are today. Like this fast fashion stuff that we getting now, I don't even, sometimes, and some of you all know firsthand, you wear these things once or twice and they just literally disintegrate. So thrifting though is a really great way to get those high quality, really funky, stylish, luxury even pieces for a fraction of the price. So I would definitely recommend thrift shopping. Find the best local thrift shops near you. There are so many thrifting influencers out there that have all the business, right, on how to go about thrifting. And by the way, there is a little bit of science to thrift shopping in an effective way if that's something you really want to go in on. But I would just say, check out your local consignment or thrift shops and see what you see. If it's something you really want to dive into, it would be great for you to tune into some influencers and see what some of their tips and tricks are about how to find the best finds, how to check for quality and authenticity and all of that great stuff. Now, the next thing is online resale shops. So there are many of them, and not only do these resale shops allow you to shop for great items at a fraction of the price, but you can also sell the things that maybe you held on to but aren't serving you, but maybe they still have the tags on them, they don't fit your style anymore, or you can't fit them anymore. And you want to make some of that scratch back, right? Like, I'm dating myself and probably regionalizing myself from the shot. But yeah, you want to get that scratch back. You want to get that moolah. You want to get that money back so that you can reinvest it into your wardrobe. A lot of my clients, when we go through the closet cleansing phase, I will suggest that. Like, they will show me the pieces that, you know, maybe we've collectively decided that we're going to release them into the world, and our way of being sustainable about doing that is reselling it. So there's some really great online shops. I'm going to list them here or pop up their logos so that you can see who they are. Some of these I personally am on, such as Poshmark, ThredUp, eBay, of course. Some of the others I haven't done, but I've had clients who have used them. So if this is something that, you know, you want to explore, I would highly recommend it. All of these brands are quality brands who do a really great job with either authenticating the items if they're luxury items, and or just have the security of knowing if you are buying from someone who's reputable based on reviews and the ratings and all of that good stuff. So you almost can't go wrong with it. I purchased things from these online shops as well as sold things on these online shops. So it's a great way to reinvest in your current wardrobe and then also cop you some great pieces at a fraction of the regular price. Now, number 3 is something that I've talked about a lot in the past in my videos, and I still stand 10 toes down on this, and this is accessorizing for impact. A lot of times you don't have to have the bomb outfit. It could be that you have a very simple, chic outfit, but the accessories really make it pop, right? So I'm going to show you some examples of how you can bring in different types of accessories to bring that extra little pizzazz and really even recreate the appearance and how you present in that particular look. So let's start with statement jewelry. I love me some statement jewelry, whether it's necklaces, chunky, colorful, or with some sort of amazing design to them. I love structural type jewelry. I love it in statement jewelry in all types of facets. So necklaces, earrings, bracelets, even brooches. I love me some statement pieces because sometimes that's all you need on a simple sheath dress or a sweater dress, or you've seen me do hats, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but you can put a brooch on a simple hat and remix the whole look by doing that. I'm going to be talking more about outfit formulas here in the next few weeks, and we're going to dip into the topic of statement pieces being a part of every look. And a lot of times your statement pieces can just be your jewelry. It doesn't have to be loud and obnoxious, but it can just be that one thing that brings that point of interest to your outfit and really make the look. Also, you can incorporate scarves for bringing impact to your outfit. They can be colorful, they can have a great pattern, and they can be used in a lot of different ways. Gone are the days where we just use scarves around our neck, right? I've seen so many incredibly creative influencers out there use scarves in so many different ways, as belts in their hair, around their neck, just so many incredible ways. So scarves can really be powerful. Also, belts are great for accessorizing. You can use them to cinch, to color block. You can use them to add that extra little pop to your outfit, and it can be through color or hardware, just so many possibilities with belts. Next are handbags. Handbags can be that great completer. We'll talk about that when we get into outfit styling as well. But handbags that have great structure, great design, great quality. These are just ways that you can bring a lot of character and personality to your outfit without breaking the bank, especially if it's a designer handbag or it's a really high quality handbag. You're going to get great CPW out of that. And sometimes that's all your outfit needs to look amazing. And then of course there's sunglasses. And as you know, I'm in my era of wearing my indoor outdoor sunglasses. So they have this incredible translucent type of tint to where they're great for protecting your eyes when you're outdoors, but they are light enough or transparent enough for you to rock them indoors. They're amazing. Even if you just have your classic aviators or your cat eyes, they just bring that extra level of sophistication and elegance and pizzazz to an entire look. So sometimes, again, you don't have to be overthought with how to look chic and elegant. You can just add that one little pop in element to really make it shine. And you know, I love me some hats, hunty. So I'm actually going to show you how I utilize hats as my statement pieces in a lot of my outfits. And usually when I wear a hat, that hat is the attention grabber. It is the focal point of the outfit. Not in all cases, but in many cases, I use it as either a statement piece or a completer to my outfit. And then of course there are watches. Watches can be a great way to add impact to your look as well. You can go with metal, you can go with color bands. And if you are an iWatch wearer like myself, you can get some amazing bands to interchange as you need to for your different outfits. Last but not least, I love me some hair accessories. I think sometimes hair accessories get overlooked in terms of how they can bring that extra little pop to your outfit. Even with no hair, okay? Even with no hair, I have found ways to use headbands to accentuate my outfits. And it's really been a great, fun way for me to add more impact to my outfits as well. In a nutshell, you know, incorporating accessories in your look can really make your look much more pulled together, even if it's simple and chic. Now, this one is kind of obvious, but the fourth way that you can refresh your wardrobe on a budget is through sales and discounts. But let's talk about what types of sales and discounts, because not all of them are created equal. Sometimes y'all be rushing to these sales and these clearance racks thinking that you're about to find Mount Everest, and you know, those are the very pieces that we end up extracting from your wardrobe because you haven't worn them. And if I'm telling a lie, somebody tell me, right? Because I know this to be true. I can't tell you how many closets I've went in and found those red little tags, okay? So slap me in my mouth if I'm lying. So here we go. Let's talk about the types of sales and discounts that you should be targeting to stay on budget. Okay, so the first type of sale that you want to be targeting are those end of season sales. This is when after the season or right at the end of a season, the stores are going to be putting on massive sales because they need to get that volume out of the store so that they can make way for the next season. So right now actually is the best time to be shopping clearances and sale racks for the fall and winter. Right now. Okay, January, right now, because after the holidays, they are trying to resolve all of that inventory from the holidays, from what was popping for the fall and winter. They're getting ready to start getting the spring and summer inventory in, and they need space, room, and they need to meet those sales quotas. So it is now season, right, for you to be shopping end of season. If you are looking for fall and winter items, right now is the time. For me, I'm always searching for those high ticket items at the end of the season because I know that I'm going to be able to rock them for the next season. So what types of items am I looking for? I'm looking for tall boots, those high ticket items that are like, and when I say high ticket, I mean like $300 and above, right? So I'm talking tall boots, I'm talking winter coats, sweaters, cashmere pieces, pieces that would typically run you a good 300 to thousands of dollars, right? Now is the time to be purchasing them. You can find them at 50 up to 75% off. For the spring and the summer, you are going to wait for those items to go on sale in August and September. All right. And same philosophy, because they are now making way for the fall and winter things to come in. So about August, really, to be honest, the end of July, early August, start looking for those sales and clearance racks for spring and summer pieces. Now, it kind of goes without saying some of these other event sales seasons. So we're talking Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Memorial Day, Labor Day, all of those holiday surrounding moments, okay, you definitely can catch some really great sales. So major holidays and sales events you do want to target. And a lot of times, honestly, I wait for those things. Like if I have something on my shopping list and it's something that I don't need immediately, I will wait and be like, okay, what's the next holiday coming up? All right, cool. I'm gonna wait until then to see if X goes on sale. The next type of sale I would say to watch out for is back to school. Some people sleep on this because they're so focused on the kiddos, but many of you, if you are of a certain age, now I started having babies when I was a little late, okay? I wasn't late. I was right on time. It was God's timing, but I will say I was over 30, almost 40 when I had my second one. And yeah, so I'm still doing back to school shopping, but if you haven't been doing back to school shopping, you already know that back to school time is a great time to shop for clothing, even for you, because there are hella sales in the clothing stores during that time. And one of the things, if you are aware, and I'm sure you are if you're in some of these states, but in the US, in certain states, there are tax-free days. So here in Texas, we have a whole weekend of tax-free where clothing stores, where you can, and shoe stores, things like that, basic things and essentials that are needed for the kids for going back to school, they have no tax on those days. So that is something that you want to take advantage of, on top of the fact that they will be having back to school sales as well. Now, I'm about to dip into some people's Kool-Aid for a second. And this next type of sale, I have a love-hate relationship with, okay? And it is clearance rack shopping, all right? Clearance rack shopping. And I know some of you, okay, you see that red sign, that red and yellow sign, and you like beeline before you even look at anything else in the store. Boom, you go straight to the clearance rack, right? So I used to do that too, okay? I used to do that too. I don't do that anymore because I found that just that kind of mindset and mentality made me feel like I was a lioness on a hunt, right? And that sometimes it came down to just going in for the kill, not because I really needed the item, not because I really thought it was going to serve me well, not because I did the true CPW or assessment test to say, and I'll go back to the CPW comment, but not because I did the assessment test and was like, do I have at least 2 to 3 items that I can think of right off the top of my head that I can pair this with? Like, these are all the things that when you're making purchases, you should be thinking about. Yeah, when you hit that clearance rack, something goes awry, right? Like it just goes like crazy, and you're just on the hunt. You're like, yeah, I can get this skirt for $5. I can get this for $10. Like I can get a whole outfit. I can get 4 outfits for $50. Like you winning, right? In your mind. But baby, when I tell you, you're going to get that stuff back home. You're going to be like, I can't wait to wear it. You might wear it once. And then, once that feeling of the kill has dissipated, baby child, that stuff is not getting worn another time if it ever gets worn. So I just caution clearance. On the flip side, okay, and that was my hate relationship. My hate relationship is that it takes you out. It used to take me outside myself. I'll just say that. My love relationship is sometimes you can find some winners, okay? You can get some real good winners on that clearance rack. And if it's something that's on your shopping list, then you really are winning, because typically if it's on the clearance rack, it's going to pass the CPW test, because if you look at it, it's on clearance, let's say for $50 or $30, whatever it is, right? If you wear it 2 times, or even once, sometimes it's worth its weight in gold just for that. So I say, yes, go to the clearance rack, but go to the clearance rack with a plan, not on a prayer. Just don't go in there willy-nilly for the kill. All right. And the last thing I want to share with you about sales, the type of sales you should be targeting, whether it's online or brick and mortar, is end of month. Now, I don't know if many of you know about the end of month sales cycle. Every month, they're looking at their numbers, okay? They're trying to see what's selling, what's not selling. Are we meeting our sales goals? Things like that. And sometimes you will get end of month sales. They may not call it end of month sales, but around the end of the month, retailers tend to cut prices, right? So you want to be on the lookout for that, mostly for some of the places that you love to frequently shop. I wouldn't say go to everywhere looking for end of the month sales, but places that you frequent, that you know you love, yeah, check them out at the end of the month. And the last thing I want to share with you, I think I said that before, but this is really the last thing on online sales, is that there are a lot of online sales events, right? So I know we probably all have a email box full of newsletters and promotions and things. But if you have places that you love to shop, or that provide a wide, vast variety of things that you like to purchase, then do get on their newsletter email list and pay attention to those flash sales that they have. Take advantage of those, because most times when they run them, they mean it, right? Like they go 50%, 40%, and they're really decent sales, because they will go back. And then there are certain places such as Nordstrom who have their semi-annual sales, and you know, they publish the time of year that they have them every year, as well as you will have Amazon who does the same thing with the Amazon days and all of that. So just be in tune with the places that you want to frequent and shop, and know and understand how their online sales events take place, and be ready to take advantage of them when they become available. All right, so the last thing I want to share as a pro tip for refreshing your style on a budget, and this one you don't have to spend any money at all, 0, and that is swapping with friends, okay? Swapping with friends. So if you've been following me a while, you've heard me actually talk about this idea before. It's really effective and a lot of fun. It's like girl time. You get together, you swap, or you bring items that are no longer serving you, or just, cluttering up your closet. You've gotten all that you're going to get out of it. But it could be a great blessing to your girlfriend who may have had her eye on it all this time that you had it, and you've worn it twice, and you're ready to release it, and she's ready to accept it, child, right? So just doing like a little swap party would be amazing. Nobody has to spend any money. It's like totally guilt-free, and you have a lot of fun doing it. In fact, my Slay Sister here on YouTube at Angela Michelle, we are actually in the infancy stages of planning a swap event, and I'm so looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a smashing success. I think we're going to have a lot of fun and get an opportunity to actually fellowship with our local communities right here in Dallas. So if you're in Dallas, be on the lookout. We'll definitely be talking about it, and we would love to see you come out and support. Okay, Slay Bae. So those are my 5 pro styling tips for refreshing your wardrobe on a budget. But I have a bonus for you. I thought to myself, Shay, what can you do to really help the ladies out with where to shop on a budget or just where to shop for affordable fashions that will keep their wardrobes fresh, right? So I've come up with a list, and this first list are, in my opinion, these are places that do have fast fashion. So it's not top quality pieces, but it is fair quality for a decent price. And these are stores where you can wear the items a few times and not feel like it's going to disintegrate on you. And they keep you trendy and stylish. They stay close to what's trending. They're going to give you that 20% of your wardrobe that you need to still feel fresh and chic without you having to break the bank. So let's get into the list. Okay, so for some of these, I'm going to be looking at my notes just because some of them I've shopped and recommended to clients, and some of them I have no personal experience with, but they have been highly recommended. So the first one, and some of this, I don't know if I'm saying right, so don't shoot me on that. Please show Slay by Shay some grace. But Uniqlo, Uniqlo, I think that's how you say it. They're known for high quality basics and versatile pieces. They offer stylish clothing at reasonable prices. So I haven't shopped them before. I've seen their logo before. I've heard that they do have, great quality pieces at an affordable price, much like I think the vibe that I get from Zara, but maybe not as trendy as Zara. So there you have them as one of the mainstream affordable fashion brands. Of course, we have H&M on the list. H&M, as you know, is a global brand, and they're going to give you style, right? But H&M is very fast fashion. So, quality wise, it's on the lower tier, but they do have a wide range, size inclusive. You can get some eco-friendly pieces there and wardrobe staples. The third one is ASOS, and I've only ever shopped them online. I think they are online only, but they are affordable and fashionable. ASOS is a brand that I would go to, and I have gone to for statement pieces that won't break the bank. So like when I'm looking for that statement outfit for a birthday or anniversary, a celebration of some sort, New Year's Eve, things like that, and I want a little sparkle and shine and something really unique, I'll go to ASOS and not break the bank and look super stylish and fun. The next one is the expected, which is Zara. Zara, as you all know, is sometimes it can be a little pricey, but it's still what I would consider in the affordable range for the quality of pieces as well as style aesthetic that they bring to the table. You always get things that have really unique design. That's what I love about Zara. And baby, when it comes to accessories, woo, nice. Okay, very nice quality. I love them for accessories. And then even shoes, I've gotten some great sandals there, some pumps here and there. Like, yeah, they can pull it together. The next one is Old Navy. Now, I stopped shopping at Old Navy a while ago, but of course they are known for their casual and everyday wear. They used to be my go-to for activewear, and I will say that their activewear really does last. So again, those essential basics that you need, it's a great place to shop because it's super budget friendly. And I definitely, when my kids were younger, I used to shop there for kids' clothes as well. This next one is controversial right now. And by the way, maybe more than half of these are could be controversial if we knew more about them, okay, and their parent companies, but of course, Target. So I'm going to just list it, right? Like everybody has their own opinion as to what they want to do with their loyalty to Target, but Target does collaborate or did, and I haven't seen that change as of yet, but I haven't been there in a while. But they do have a great collection of designers. They have definitely in the later years supported Black designers, as well as influencers in the fashion and style industry. So you get a great variety as well as size inclusivity. Really decent quality. I wouldn't say mid-tier, but low to mid-tier, and stylish, things that you can wear and feel fresh and current. And then the last one would be Forever 21. Now, this is one that I don't frequent personally. I just feel like it's fashion. I wouldn't even say at its best, in mediocre at best. But every now and then you may be able to find like a cool graphic tee or sweatshirt, maybe accessories, right? If you want something fun and fresh. I don't do a lot of shopping there because it's Forever 21. So it feels kind of young to me. I feel like I've elevated past that brand. So that's why I personally don't frequent there, but you can find some affordable, stylish pieces. That actually brings me to why I decided to come up with a second list. So this is actually your bonus. And that is, I wanted to share with you some brands that I feel like are affordable brands, but they are more in the mid-tier to higher quality, but they're going to give you amazing CPW, all right? That long-lasting timelessness that you'll be able to wear multiple times and get great value. The first one and of course, I pick these because they do appeal to the woman over 40, that mature, seasoned woman, that busy professional woman who wants to be on trend, but not trendy, who wants to show up sexy and sophisticated, but not skanky. Okay, so here we go. The first one is Express. Love me some Express. They're known for having nice, trendy pieces, but not being too far over the edge. They get into a lot of great wardrobe essentials, and they're really great for business professionals, whether whether the dress code is business casual or full-on business. I love Express, especially when I'm shopping for clients for photo shoots. They're just like my in the clutch type of store for nice quality, mid-tier, sophisticated, sexy, yet trendy pieces. The next one is Mango. Now, Mango does have brick and mortar stores, and they just brought one here at the Galleria in Dallas, but mostly I appreciate their pieces online. And the reason I say that is because I visited the one here in Dallas in person. I like their things there, but in terms of inventory and brightness and selection, I find my online experience to be much better. Mango is great too because they are size inclusive, so everyone can find something that is amazing there. I love Mango for my client who needs great, timeless wardrobe essentials. They're great for that. They have great suiting. They have fantastic essentials like your black slacks, a great fitting pair of jeans, button-down shirt, and they carry things in really great colors and selections. Their customer service is amazing. So love Mango. If you've never tried them, check them out. The next one is J. Crew Factory. And the reason I say factory is because the original the original J. Crew can get a little pricey, but they're going to give you those classic styles. So for my classic sleigh bays who are like Shay way. I like to bring a little pop to my look, but for the most part, I like my fit to be classic. And then I'll pop in some little accessories and some cool things to, bring a little twist to it. So that's what I love about J. Crew too, is that they are classic, but they do have things with a modern twist. And they have really affordable options at the factory. And you can find the factory, of course, online, but also in a lot of the outlet malls. The next one is Chico's. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Chico's as well. Now, they're great for size-inclusive clothing. They're great for the sophisticated, elegant woman who still wants to, participate in what's hot and trending. But sometimes Chico can feel a little overkill, right? Like sometimes the bling can go too far in the design aesthetic. For me personally, I I don't need pearls going all the way down my leg in the size of pearls on a pearl necklace, if you understand where I'm going with this. So sometimes I feel like their pieces can be a little overly designed, but for the most part, like the quality is impeccable. And the timelessness of some of their pieces are undeniable, but sometimes you can tell that their pieces are for a mature audience. And I don't know if that's what my slay baes are looking for. I don't feel like you want to be in clothes that make you look mature, but yet be authentically mature in sassy, elegant clothing. Next one is Ann Taylor Loft. And the reason is the Loft is because it is more at a moderate price point. Now, Ann Taylor Loft is known for its stylish workwear and casual options. So they do frequently run sales and promotions. So even when you see things that have a little bit of a higher price point, wait on it because it will go on sale and you will be able to take advantage of some of their promotions. The last one I want to share is the Banana Republic Factory. I don't know if you've noticed, but the Banana Republic has gone through a rebranding, and I feel like with the rebranding, they went into a repricing strategy at the same time. So their things can be outpriced, in my opinion, at times, but bar none, the quality is great from Banana Republic. So what I would say about them is, okay, they definitely feature chic and refined pieces. The materials and the design that they use are impeccable. They often do discount their prices, and especially at the Banana Republic outlet or factory, which is another word for their outlet. These classic pieces with timeless design does make it really easy for you to style them up with a twist with accessories. And by the way, they have great accessories as well. So there you have it. There are some brands. I think I've given you now, I don't know, maybe 14 different brands that you can shop depending on what it is that you're looking for, what your price point is. But as you can see from all of these brands that I've shared, you have a great opportunity to find things that you like, stay within your budget, and still be chic and fabulous. All right, there, slay baes. There you have it. We have tackled the great topic of refreshing your wardrobe on a budget. I probably went a lot deeper than most people would go on this subject, but that's because you here for the tea, honey. You ain't here for the super surface level stuff. You here to get all the tea, as piping hot as it is. And so I had to, just expand on why it's important to budget, and then all of the great places that you can find and shop to stay within your budget and continue to slay. So let me know in the comments what you you loved most about this video? What did you learn from the video? And what is your budget? And you don't have to put your budget in the comments per se, but let me know what budget strategies that I shared that you're definitely going to incorporate in your everyday life so that you can keep that wardrobe refreshed and making you feel the most confident ever. With that, I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to ask you to continue watching and let me know if I'm doing a good job, hunty. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share, okay? Sharing is caring. Next week and the weeks following, I am going to be diving really deep into outfit formula. So if you are excited about the opportunity to learn more from an actual stylist that knows how to put different pieces together to make amazing outfits, go ahead and put formula in the comments as well so that I know that you're excited about that content. I don't want to spend a lot of time and energy on things that are not going to serve you, but I think that we've come to that point, right, in our journey together as a community where I can dive deep into some content that is going to help you understand how to actually put outfits together. So if you're interested in that, like I said, put formula in the comments. Share me, this channel, this community, this video out to your friends and anybody that you love that you want to help them with their slay game. And I'll see you next time. Until then, you know what's good. Always choose love and slay all day.